It's about 3 o'clock here on Friday the 15th, and we're at Anchor Point, which is a place where I came yesterday. When back in Beaver Creek, Yukon, I met a guy when I was sitting on the porch that morning hanging out. There was a guy that had already been up this way, was heading back south. He lived down in, almost think it was Southern California or somewhere in California, riding a, what was he on? I was going to say he was on a Harley trike. No, he might have been another guy on a, he was on a BMW, but not a, wasn't one of the GS's, but another big BMW, I believe. But anyhow, but yeah, he had mentioned Anchor Point and about all the eagles. So yeah, sure enough, yesterday, you know, I rode over here and you know, I really didn't know where to go in Anchor Point, but there was a sign for the you know, recreation area, I believe is what it said, Anchor Point recreation area in the town, just outside the town of Anchor Point. So yeah, I rode over here though, and there was right here where I'm facing the ocean. The tide was further in up this way, but also like where you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but that's a whole bunch of like a bunch of kelp all over the beach there, and amongst that was pieces of fish like carcasses. And evidently what happens is in the evenings or in the afternoon when the fishing boats come in and when they're taken out of the water or something, evidently a lot of fish is discarded, and then, you know, again, the gulls are all over it, eagles are, and then also osprey. And thankfully yesterday afternoon when I was here, I got to see all the above, and it was super cool. I saw multiple times bald eagles swoop in and snag a fish off the shoreline and then fly off. There was an eagle that landed in the trees just right over here. I was standing like right up there on the bank, and there's an eagle landing in the trees back there and wasn't but maybe, I don't know, 50 yards from me, and I got multiple still shots of him. And then like I said, osprey. I saw osprey fly off with the fish. I saw different osprey. Well, it could have been the same osprey over and over. But anyhow, well, I might even see more than one at a time. But anyhow, so osprey were flying in. I got still shots of an osprey and a bald eagle on the beach, kind of facing off, probably over a fish. And both of them like just kind of rearing up and spreading their wings out. And that was, you know, I mean, just such a neat sight to see, something like nothing I'd ever seen before. So anyhow, yeah, thankfully I made it over here to the right spot, and you know, I got to see some eagle and osprey action. What a blessing! That was super cool. So yeah, I decided to ride back down here, seeing as how I was close by, coming back through Anchor Point. Thought I'd ride back over here and see if it was happening again, but. You know, so the tide does look like it's further out, and the fishing boats evidently haven't been in yet. So really not much of anything happening, because that beach right there was just covered with gulls yesterday. And then, like I said, the eagles and the ospreys kind of like flying in and out, snatching their fish and going. But what a blessing to you know, to witness that yesterday, and to just to see it, just to be here again today. I can sure smell that salt air. The wind is in my face, and you can see here it's blowing pretty good. It's rainy. I just stopped back there at the campground and used the picnic table to put on my rain pants, and I put on another jacket. You would not believe how I am layered up. It's when I checked back in Homer, I think it said it was like 55, but again, you know, this air, man, the wind's blowing, and that's just standing still. You know, standing there. You know, the wind was blowing and it's damp and it's cold, you know, let alone being on the motorcycle. It is just downright chilly, you know, again, especially for July. But I am bundled up now, and I am ready to ride. I'm going to head up to Captain Cook National Recreation Area. And, you know, still down here on the inlet. It was only like 100 and some miles from back there at Homer. And I just left Homer really just after 2 o'clock. By the time I gassed up, it was probably about 2:15. And but yeah, I got up and broke camp, and I think I'm trying to think if I did a video already. I think I might have done one there on the shore before I left camp. Now I'm completely brain farting. I don't remember. But yeah, so I went to a McDonald's, drank coffee, met a neat guy. He's been a fisherman, sounds like all his life. He's a brother. His name was Marcus Lyon. He's been struggling, been dealing with cancer. Well, I mean, I say he had been dealing with cancer. Sounds like he's all clear at the moment. He's had chemo. He's actually had a liver transplant, and sounds like he's thankfully he's on the mend. And I pray that he continues to be clear. But neat guy, and it was great to meet you there, Marcus. So again, just the benefit of hanging out in a McDonald's, drinking coffee. It's been just time and time on this trip. That has been the experience. Just all the people that God has blessed me with, in particular, like in McDonald's and gas stations and stuff. So yeah, that, and then I went to a seafood restaurant that was recommended. He recommended it, and then this woman that I'd met here the past week or so did when I told her I was coming to Homer, called Captain Patty's, and had me a halibut, had fish and chips, halibut, fried halibut and French fries, and also had a cup of clam chowder. And yeah, it was all good. It was all good. That was, as I say, that was definitely the breakfast of champions there. So like I said, got on the road just after 2. It's only about 3 o'clock now, and about to start riding again now that I'm all bundled up. Yeah, that last night's camping there on the spit, that broke my what is the word, not my chain, my run. That broke my run of not paying for campsites. That was 3 weeks, I guess, I went without paying for a campsite since down there at